afternoon, everybody. It's me, Caitlin, your favorite Michigan girl, here with my Walt Disney World haul, as you can probably get a couple sneak peeks at. So, as you guys know, if you watched my last video, I went down to Disney World to do the Disney College program, and sadly, I was not able to fulfill the obligation because of my issues, and I actually ended up self-terming and coming home a week ago. But that still didn't stop me from amassing a bunch of stuff to come home with me. I actually had a list of all this stuff I was going to get, and then once I got down there, that list flew out the window, and I just ended up buying a lot of stuff. So granted, some of it, most of it I think wasn't for me. I did end up getting, even though my mom, my dad, and my brother said they didn't need anything, I did end up getting my family some stuff. My brother, I got him a Stitch pin because he loves Stitch. I got him a Figment ornament because Figment's another character he loves. And then one of our favorite shows when we were younger is this show called Gargoyles. It was on during the 90s. You can watch it right now on Disney Plus. It's a really great show. I'm surprised it's a kid show. It's one of those shows that if it got made again today, it would not be marketed as a kid show. It's that classic 90s mature kid show. I loved it. My brother loved it. And actually, you don't see a lot of merchandise for Gargoyles. So while I was at Walt Disney World, I was surprised to, when I went to Disney University for Traditions, they had an art print, a painting of Goliath at the Disney University campus. And then they started carrying Goliath pins, gargoyle pins. So I got my brother a Gargoyles pin, and he was really excited for it. I also gave him the lanyard I got. So when you checked into FCB and then you went to go do your finish your new hire process, one of the things they gave you was they gave you a lanyard with a metal figure on it. So at Flamingo Crossing Village, it's divided up into different neighborhoods, and the neighborhoods are named after Disney characters. I lived in the Bagheera neighborhood, and Bagheera is the black leopard from Panther leopard from the Jungle Book. And my brother actually really likes Bagheera, so when I came home, I gave him my lanyard that had the metal adjustable Bagheera on it because I knew he would love that, and I just kept the plastic card holder they gave you because that's supposed to hold your key. Because at FCB, they give you like a hotel key. That is the key to unlock the apartment, your bedroom. That is how you get into Apprentice Hall. That is how you get into the community centers, how you get into the package room, how you get into the pool. It's how you get on and off the buses. So it's a lot. So that key card is like everything. So I gave him that. My dad, I feel bad. I only got my dad one thing. I got my dad a little like thermos type cup with Stitch on it that says, "I don't do mornings." Because literally that was my mom suggesting, because I literally did not know what to get my dad from Disney. My dad, I just did not know. My mom actually said she didn't want anything. She wanted Eeyore, and unfortunately I did not go to the Winnie the Pooh store, and now I'm kicking myself because I probably would have found a lot more stuff for Brinley and Riley, who are infant and toddler, and my mom, who loves Eeyore, but I didn't go into the Winnie the Pooh store at Magic Kingdom. But that probably worked in my favor because when I did my Epcot day, which I spent half the day at Epcot, I was at Epcot from 8 to 1:40 on my last Monday there. I went into London and I went into the one open gift shop and I found these Mickey and Minnie plushies, and Minnie was dressed up as the Queen of England and Mickey was dressed up as one of the royal guards, with a big beaver hat. And I took a picture of those and I sent them to my mom, and my mom's like, "Oh my gosh, they're so cute," because for those of you who don't know and are new, my mom's side of the family is British, German, and Irish, and my mom is very proud of all of that. Particularly, she's very proud of being British. She loves the royal family. So she got so excited to see them, and she's like, "Oh, they're so expensive." I'm like, "You do know I work here and I get a discount, right?" So I was able to get my mom these Mickey and Minnie plushes just as the Queen and a royal guard because they're actually for the Jubilee. So my mom was really, really excited to see her Mickey and Minnie, and she is so ecstatic. She loves them. They're on display in the living room. And they say Disney Store London on their feet, so she is super happy. And I was so glad that even though I wasn't able to get something Eeyore for my mom, I was able to find these plushies. And then, as I've mentioned in previous videos, I have these girls that I call my sisters, Ava and her cousins Riley and Brinley, and I wanted to take them down to Disney World so bad. I still want to take them down to Disney World one day, But I said I would bring home Disney, and actually that was one of the reasons I felt so bad about self-terming is I was going to FaceTime Ava from the parks over the summer, and I was going to do all this stuff, and unfortunately I wasn't able to do any of that because I had to leave. But I still was able to get them some stuff. Brinley, she's the youngest. I got her a couple things. I got her a pretty red Christmas type dress with gold Mickeys all over it, and I got her a onesie for the 50th anniversary with Minnie Mouse on it. And then for Riley, I got her a matching shirt to match Brinley's onesie because they're sisters. I got her a Minnie Mouse dress. I got her a Minnie Mouse tank top that says America on it. I got her a pair of official Minnie Mouse ears. Minnie Mouse is her favorite character. I got her another shirt. I don't remember what shirt I got her, but I think I got her another shirt, and I also got her a necklace that is Minnie Mouse's bow. Ava is the oldest, so I got her a few more things that I did Riley or Brinley. I got Ava a tank top that matches Riley. I got Ava a 50th anniversary shirt that I got the exact same shirt of because I couldn't find anything. I got her a Spirit jersey for the princesses. I think I got her another top. I don't remember what all I got. I got her Little Mermaid ears because Ariel's her favorite. I got her a pencil case in the shape of a mermaid tail with a reversible sequins. I got her a hair clip for the Little Mermaid. I got her a necklace as well that says that has Minnie Mouse in cursive. I got her maps from each of this is what she was so excited when I told her I was going to do this. I got her a map. Her mom loved this idea too. I got her a map for all of the 4 parks because I went to all 4 parks, and I got myself maps. So I got Ava and I each a map for each of the park. I also got her a map for Disney Springs and a pamphlet that was just about Walt Disney World. Also, because she is older and she would appreciate it more, I did an autograph book for her. So I had actually purchased these from Amazon. I purchased 2 of these because I was planning to be there longer, so I was going to get myself autographs. But I purchased 2 of these spiral notebooks. But then when I was down there, I'm like, I want to do something better. So one of these is going to be Ava's. I thought, Ava deserves better. Ava deserves something better. So I bought Ava an official Walt Disney World autograph book, and I was able to get autographs from Minnie Mouse, which I can't wait to tell Ava that Minnie Mouse kissed it, Mickey Mouse, Tiana, Rapunzel, Cinderella, Ariel, which Ava's going to flip over because, like I said, Ariel's her favorite, Alice, Elsa, and Anna. And I will say getting the autograph for Elsa and Anna was probably one of my all-time favorite moments. Like, there were so many moments I had while I was down there. Even though the experience was kind of hard for me, I still had a lot of fun. And one of my favorite memories will always be I was in line to meet Anna and Elsa at the Norway Pavilion, and I was standing behind this mom and her daughter who was maybe between the ages of 2 to 4, maybe 3. I'll say 3 to be safe. And she looked over at me, and I noticed I had a magic band, she had her magic band, and they were the exact same magic band. They were the sparkly pink magic band. She got so excited, and this wait was long, and I ended up just talking to her and her mom, and I told her mom, yeah, I actually work at Disney. I'm actually working Magic Kingdom over at Tomorrowland, and I said, here's some hints. I don't know everything. I just started working here. I'm actually leaving to go home soon, but here's some stuff I picked up from working at the parks. I went to when I watched Festival of Fantasy, I watched it in Frontierland, right where it starts at 3 p.m. That was the best place because I got a spot right at the front behind the rope at 20 minutes to started the parade. It was so close because it came so insanely, like you could reach out and touch it close. And we were just talking and having a great time, and then we got into the room. I was by myself. I actually didn't go to the park with anybody. I just soloed it, which actually turned out to be pretty nice for me. And so I'm just standing there waiting my turn in line, and they're in front of me, and they go to me, and it's their turn to go meet Anna and Elsa. And the next thing I know, the little girl reaches out and holds out her hand to me, and I'm like, oh, she wants a high five or something. She didn't want a high five. She grabbed me by the hand and took me with her. And I looked up at the cast member, and I went, I guess I was adopted. And the cast member's like, what, you're not part of this? And the mom and I were like, no, I was actually in line by myself, and I was just talking to them, and she adopted me. So and the cast member was so flabbergasted, like, I was just like, this is fine, because usually you want, like, it to be, like, your special moment, you're meeting the characters, and here I am, and I'm a huge fan of Frozen, and I'm not getting that chance to meet Anna and Elsa, and I'm letting this little girl take over for, and I just like, I'm fine with getting the autographs, and the autographs aren't even for me, they're for a little girl back home. And so she was just flabbergasted. So she pointed it out to both Elsa and Anna that I was by myself and that I was adopted by this little girl and I became her sister. And in fact, the little girl did not want me to let go of me. After we went and I got my pictures and everything, she took me by the hand again and dragged me to go meet her dad. And then she turned to her mom and goes, "Can she come back to the resort with us?" So that was one of my favorite memories. And it was so much fun. I think it makes for a fun memory. And I just realized I didn't pull back all my hair because I have a loose strand. Oh, there it is. So it was fun. It was awesome. I had so many amazing memories. I mean, I rode Rise of the Resistance twice. I wish I had done it a third time because when I got off the second time, it was a 60-minute wait, and it's like never a 60-minute wait for Rise of the Resistance. But I loved Rise of the Resistance. It was my first drop ride, and it was a blast. That drop did not, I was so concerned about the drop, but the drop was nothing. I rode Star Tours 4 times, and my favorite run-through was, I ended up doing this run-through twice, where the first planet you went to was where both planets were from the Rise of Skywalker. You went to the Endor moon where the remains of the second Death Star were, and then you went to Exegol, and we're in the final battle of Exegol, and it was so much fun. And I did Smuggler's Run, and I got to be a gunner, and it was so insane. I wish I'd done that right again, and I didn't. But I had so many fun memories. I got to eat all the food on my wish list. I went to Chicken Guys. I got an ube donut. I tried the Sabine wine, which was not great. From Wine by George. I tried school bread from Norway. I got chicken yakitori from the food booths in Japan. I tried the pork spring roll, the pork rolls, egg rolls, and Sunshine Tree Cherries. I got an orange cream and vanilla soft serve Dole Whip while I was there. I had a Ronto wrap. I tried blue milk, which was absolutely delicious. The Ronto wrap was so good. I built a droid, which is over there because I forgot to grab it, so I will have to pause and grab the droid when I get to talk about Mitten. So it was a complete and total blast. My plan is I am going back into Disney World. I got a new job that I start on the 13th, and I'm going to save up money because I want to go back to Disney World. Mainly, I want to go back to Hollywood Studios and do more with that too, especially since they announced that they will start having Fennec Shan and Boba Fett wandering around Galaxy's Edge, and at some point this summer, Mandalorian Din Djarin will start wandering around Batuu with Grogu. Okay, so I have to get back. In fact, I'm wearing my Galaxy's Edge spirit jersey right now. So yeah, it was so much fun. I had such a great time, even though because of my hearing and my anxiety that comes with it, I wasn't able to finish the program. I still had a blast. I mean, I did meet and greets at Flamingo Crossings Village because they will do meet and greets that you sign up for. And I got to do 2 of them. And the first meet and greet I did was Make a Man Out of You. And it was themed to Mulan. And I thought it was going to be Mushu. It was actually Mulan dressed as Ping. Okay, you never see that. When you see Mulan, she's always dressed in her fancy bride outfit. But you never see Mulan dressed as Ping. So I got to meet Mulan dressed as Ping. And then my final meet and greet, the second one, was actually 3 different characters. So in one night, I met Captain Hook, I met Prince John from Robin Hood, the phony King of England, and I met the Queen of Hearts. So it was a complete and total blast sometimes, you know, when I let myself go and enjoy it, when I wasn't stressing out about the noise or letting my hearing get the best of me. It was so much fun. It was a nice adventure, and like I said, I am thinking about reapplying to do DCP next year one last time and hopefully be assigned someplace that I can work. I mean, everybody was so nice. I mean, one of the bus drivers even gave me something to bring home from DCP. I was on the bus coming back from Disney Springs, which, by the way, I went to Disney Springs 3 times. And the one time I went down, my second time, I went to go wait. I got in line at Gideon's, and it was like a 12-minute wait. But it was so expensive, but it was so good. So he gave me these little wood things he made. This one's the sun. And then this one is specifically for DCP 2022. So a bus driver from STV gave me these. So that was nice. So anyway, let's move on to the haul to show you guys the memories I brought home with me. So first things first. First thing is traditions. Traditions is where you go. It's technically your first day. It's your orientation. The first half of the day is the fun day. That's when you get your name tag. Actually, Mickey comes in with the name tags. For DCP participants, usually you do it at Flamingo Crossing East. They have this thing called Apprentice Hall. That's where all the Disney program stuff is. That's where you go to your classes. That's where you go to traditions. And unfortunately, because I was having intestinal issues, I actually had to go to the ER to find out I was dehydrated. So I actually did traditions at Disney University, which is where normal Disney workers, so part-time, full-time, seasonal workers, will go to have their orientation. So that's where I went, was actually to Disney University. Which you can go to Disney University to visit as a DCP participant, because actually the bus that takes you from Flamingo Crossing, from FCV to Magic Kingdom, the bus stop is at Disney University. So for those of you who don't know, I'm going to drop a little behind the scenes magic. Disney Magic Kingdom, to do Magic Kingdom, you actually have to park by Disney University, which is also where Magic Kingdom costuming is, where you go get your uniform, your costume. And then there's a bus stop there called West Clock. You take a bus from West Clock, and that bus takes you to the Utilidor entrance to Magic Kingdom. So yes, I did see the Utilidors. It was not as magical as people would think. I will say it was really interesting getting to see all the princesses and all the characters, and they actually have a subway there. So if you guys are over on Google Maps in Magic Kingdom and you look down and notice there's an icon for a subway behind Magic Kingdom, that's because Disney has like a healthy food meal partnership thing with Subway, and they sell Subway in the Mouse cafeteria. So that's why there's a Subway on Google Maps in Magic Kingdom. It's not actually for guests, it's for Disney cast members. But the Utilidors are interesting. I actually was, as part working at Magic Kingdom, because of the Utilidor situation, we actually were required to clock out 12 minutes early. So my shift, so I would go in at like 11 and work to 8. I had to clock out at 7:48 because I was required to. So I would get out 12 minutes early because I had to go through the Utilidor to catch the bus back to West Clock to then catch the bus back to Flamingo Crossing Village. I will say that was kind of the pain, was like I was usually fine with taking the bus, but then I would get off work and it would drop us off at West first, and we'd be there because the bus driver would take like a 15-minute break, so I wouldn't get home till like 9 o'clock, and I would get out at 8. So very, very kind of inconvenient, but totally fine. I got used to eating dinner at like 10 o'clock at night. But yeah, so Disney University is right there. So at Disney University, one of the things I got was a magnet. So this is all this. So what I'm showing you first is all the stuff I got for free. So this was free. So basically what it was is, it even says Disney University at the bottom. So basically what it was is the leaders of the class wanted people to participate, and so I stood up in front of the entire class and I introduced myself, and I got the Pluto Magnet. So that was really cool. And then I showed you guys this in my last video. Mickey came in and then he gave us our name tags. I know the light is really, whoopsie, the light is so bad. But this is my name tag with the special logo for the 50th and the iridescent shimmer. Once the 50th is over, you will not see these name tags anymore. They will probably go back to their traditional Disney name tags. And here's the cool thing. It says my name and my university, but here's something interesting. When we got these, they told us we could not leave these in our car because to make it iridescent, it has a special treatment on it that will melt the name tag. So if you get one of these, don't leave this in your car because the heat will melt it. So yeah, just be aware of that. These will melt. So that was my name tag. And then I got the buttons. So at Disney World and Disneyland, you can get buttons for first visits, if you're celebrating something special, for birthdays, and for anniversaries, for like weddings, anniversaries. So I went, Hollywood Studios was my first park, so I got my first visit button. I'm really annoyed by this glare. I don't know how to fix it. This glare is so bad. Oh, there it goes. So this is my first visit button. And what's really cool is when you have one of these buttons, you will get noticed. So when I went to go get Mickey Mouse, meet Mickey at Hollywood Studios, he noticed my button and he did react to it. So the characters and cast members will react to your buttons. And I have a second button because the next day I went to Magic Kingdom and I knew I had gotten my final grades and I knew they were all A's, and I knew at some point I'd probably be getting an email saying I made president's list for the winter 2022 semester at Davenport. So I was planning to get an I'm celebrating button for that. Well, guess what? I got the email when I went to Magic Kingdom. So I was in Tomorrowland, I checked my phone, and I had an email saying, oh, congratulations, you made president's list. So I was able to go into one of the stores, and these are free, by the way. You can go into pretty much any merchandise location at Disney World, ask for these buttons, and they will give them to you. Some locations will write on them for you. Mine, I wrote on myself because they didn't do it at either location. So this, and it's why Presidents is spelled on this. So this is my I'm Celebrating President's List 4.0 GPA. And like I said, they will react to you. I got off Haunted Mansion and I did a photo pass moment. And the photo pass photographer actually had me take this off and hold this out in front of me to get a picture to announce as an announcement. And again, I did this. I went on Main Street, did a photo pass thing. The photo pass photographer there did the exact same thing. So there's pictures of me standing on Main Street in front of the castle with this button in my hand. And I met Mickey. My mom really wanted me to meet Mickey Mouse in his 50th anniversary outfit. I was able to get a lightning lane to do that. And Mickey saw this. And I have pictures of Mickey getting excited when I was meeting him because I made President's List and it had 4.0. So if you go to Disney World and if you're celebrating something special, get a button because they will, and if you write on it, cast members and characters, they will take notice of this and they will make a comment about it. They do it more for kids, but they do it for anybody. So that was really, really fun that I wore that button and I got a comment on it. So the last free thing I got is actually pretty awesome. So they used to excuse me really quickly. Okay, I am back, guys. I had to finish this and go because I found out something I ordered came. So this was really fun. So cast members get special stuff, and this is one of it. This is a Mickey ear hat, and I was going to say for Disney College participants, you used to get a Mickey ear hat at Traditions and then another one when you graduated, but I don't think they do that anymore. But when I was at work one day, one of the leaders was coming, and he had a bag of these. These are cast member only 50th anniversary ear hats, and he had a bag of them, and I don't know if I would have gotten them, like myself and another cast member. He gave us these. The guy who was bringing them gave us each our ear hat because we made a comment. Like, he was passing me, and I think I was stalking, and I went, oh my gosh, that is so cool. So he just took an ear hat out of the bag and gave it to me. So this is the 50th anniversary Mickey ear hat, and if you guys don't mind, I think I will wear it for the rest. So I was thinking about getting myself an ear hat because my aunt got me my first ear hat before I was 10 months old, and she got me an ear hat, and it was a Minnie Mouse ear hat, and unfortunately we lost it. So this is really cool that at 34 years old, I got another ear hat. And it's not just any ear hat, it's a cast member ear hat for the 50th anniversary. So I think this is cute and adorable, and I love it, and I can't believe I have it. I actually told that my roommates were really nice. My one roommate, I showed this to her, and she freaked out because she's like, how did you get that? And I'm like, it was just handed to me. I told the guy who was bringing them and it looked cool, and he said, here, have one. So this is really cool because, again, this is not something that everybody who goes to Disney World will get. This is for cast members only unless you go on eBay. But this was really, really cool and really, really nice to get. So onward to pins, because pins are a big deal. I did do a little bit of pin trading at Disney. I didn't do a lot. I mostly bought pins. So the first pin I bought was actually for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, which I have still not seen, so no spoilers. So this was the limited edition Scarlet Witch pin you could find at the Marvel store. And then because I am bi, surprise everybody, happy Pride, I'm actually bi, and I've known that for a while. I just haven't come out and said anything, but yeah, I'm bi. I got myself my bi pin while I was down there because this is one thing I really wanted to get. And then I also did some pin trading. So I got this Oswald pin. I got a Small World pin. I got 2 Duffy pins with Duffy wearing a Goofy hat and Duffy Peter Pan. Let's see. This one I'm really excited about. This is a Mulan. You guys can't see. This is a Mulan pin. And then this is the Oswald pin. That is this, but the solid silver print. I got a Minnie Mouse pin. I got this popsicle pin. And that was all the pins I traded for. So yeah, that was really fun. So pin trading was interesting. Right now there are designated pin trading locations and it's 2 pins per trade. And then I actually bought these. So I worked May 4th, but I didn't work May 5th and I couldn't go in the parks yet. So I went to Disney Springs and I was luckily able to get the Grogu May the 4th be with you pin for 2022. I also got the 50th anniversary Mickey and Minnie pin when I went to, this was Magic Kingdom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this was Magic Kingdom. I got this pin. And then from Cast Connections, which is the employee only store, I got this year's cast member only pin. So this is a pin you could only buy at Cast Connection in a special room you could only get in if you showed your blue Walt Disney World ID, which you need to show your ID to get into the store. But then they had a special back room full of stuff that you could only access as a cast member. So as a cast member, to go into just the store itself, just the main Cast Connection store, where they also were selling stuff from like the hotels, like furniture and movie posters, you could go in and you could take like your family in with you, but in the back room you had to be like a cast member. But I think they were allowing like family members to go in too. But this is the cast member pin, which says teamwork makes the dream work. And then also I got it as a keychain. So I also have it as a keychain and it has a special little tag that says cast member. So there's actually quite a few things for cast members to get that are cast member exclusive. Like you can only get them at Cast Connections or on eBay if you're not a cast member. So speaking of Cast Connections, let me show you what I got from Cast Connections, which, like I said, is the cast member only shop, which is really cool because in the room where they sell like the cast member exclusive stuff, they also sell items that are like slightly damaged or they can't sell in the parks anymore, so you can get them for a bargain. And then in the main store, they sell merchandise that has been discontinued. So the Christmas dress I got Brinley, that was something they'll no longer sell in the parks. And actually pretty much all the stuff I got, you can't get in the parks anymore. It's been discontinued. So you either find it at a character outlet warehouse or you find it at Cast Connection. So being a Star Wars fan, most of what I brought home was actually Star Wars stuff. So weird. But this is one of the things I brought home. This is a black Spire Outpost big messenger bag with a zippered pocket inside. So this was a really cool find, and it's got pockets. And actually, when I came home, this was my overnight bag. So this is what I used to put like clothes to use as my overnight bag when I came home. And then my last visit to Cast Connections, I was so excited and thrilled, and this is one of the reasons why. They had a Droid Depot bag. Okay, so Droid Depot is the store in Galaxy's Edge where you can go build a droid. And they also sell really cool souvenirs. So every so often they will do a special Droid Depot backpack. And this is one of the backpacks. And I love them. They're so cool because they have the schematic. So it has R2-D2 and then 3PO. And then you can't really tell. There's BB-8 and Dio. So this was Rise of Skywalker. This came out around the time of Rise of Skywalker. You can see them better on the back. So this is really cool. And this was a $80 bag. So this bag in the parks was $79.99. I got it for $39.99. So Cast Connections, a lot of this stuff is heavily discounted. And they have like Dooney and Burke stuff. Like Dooney and Burke was still expensive, but it was like $100 cheaper than the park. So this was a really cool find. Which, one of the reasons I got this is I took my pork bag down with me. If you can see, I don't have my pork bag on my wall anymore. That is because Penny Pork has been retired. I've had her for many, many years now, and she's just gotten so beat up that I just couldn't keep using her anymore. So Penny Pork is retired. And when I mentioned you can get slightly damaged goods, so this is what I got. So I got these 2 pairs of ears for $5. In the park, this pair of ears is like $35, and this is like $29. but I got them for $5 each because they had been damaged. So this one had a hole, and I just sewed it up. And this one, the bow had come unglued, so I just hot glued the bow back together and I put it on the ears. I actually put it on backwards, so it's supposed to be on this side, but I put it on this side because there was hot glue left over on this side, so I put the ears on there to hide it. But this is the 50th anniversary ears. So this is like this is the non-expensive version of the 50th anniversary ears. But these are the 50th anniversary ears, and these they are calling the Tomorrowland ears, but you can find them pretty much anywhere. So I got these ears for $5 a piece. And then I brought them home and I fixed them. And then, this is all the stuff I got for myself, by the way. Like I said, I'm not showing you guys. I brought home 3 Spire jerseys, so here is one of them. This is the discontinued Maleficent Spirit jersey that I got at Cast Connections. There's the dragon at the bottom, which my brother was thrilled because I told him it's the cartoon Maleficent. It's not the new one. So he was really excited. He's like, fairy or dragon? I'm like, dragon. This is the other Spirit jersey I got, which this was one of my goals. One of my goals while I was down there was I wanted to get a cast member Spirit jersey because they are so cool. And they had one for the 50th, but by the time I got down there, they weren't carrying that one anymore. But on my last visit to Cast Connection, they actually had a new Spirit jersey for cast members. And by the way, it's an extra small and it fits me. So this is the new cast member Spirit jersey that they started carrying while I was down there. It says, "Leave the magic to us, cast member." And then on the back, cast member with Chippendale! I was so excited because I love Chippendale. And I told my dad, I sent him a picture of this, and I went, look, it's me and Aaron. So that's one of the reasons why I like Chippendale so much. So I got my cast member Spirit jersey. It's super cute, and I love it. So much fun. Cast Connections was great. I actually got most of the girls' stuff there. And now, let us move on to Disney Springs. So I've kind of divided this into pins, free stuff, Cast Connections, and now we're moving on to Disney Springs. I spent so much money at World of Disney, y'all. It was nuts. So, one of the first things I bought on my very first visit to Disney Springs was a magic band! Magic bands are amazing, y'all. I cannot stress this enough. I was able to use this to get into the parks. This was how I used my Lightning Lane reservations. I just tapped the touch point. I was able to, when I met characters, and they didn't have a photo pass photographer, they had a machine, I would go up, use this, and I got my photos downloaded to my My Disney Experience. It was so easy to link to my self-admission pass. It was so easy to use. I love magic bands. I cannot stress this enough. If you're going to Disney World and you're on the fence about a magic band, get a magic band. They are so convenient. I never had to take I had my pass with me anyway, but I never had to take it out of my wallet. If you're staying at a Disney resort, you can actually link a payment to these and use these to pay. Okay? So magic bands are insanely convenient, and they're coming out with a new Magic Band Plus, which will be even more insane, especially the one they're doing in Batu, which will be used to do bounty hunting with. But this is the magic band that the little girl in the Frozen line saw and went, ah! So this is my magic band, and if you're thinking it looks a little bit different than the magic bands you normally see, that is because currently magic bands are 2 sizes in one. So basically, when you buy a magic band, it's about this much long. There's like an entire black part that is like this much longer, and it's like framed. You peel this center part off to make it smaller. I will say, because it looks like a watch and has about the same weight as a watch, when I wore this, and I wear this a lot, I don't know why, I would wear this to Disney Springs, okay? When I would wear this, I actually would go, oh, what time it is? And I would look down at it and went, wait, that's not a watch. It's just a magic band. But it was so convenient. I cannot stress this enough, you guys. Magic bands are kind of pricey, but I think the price is worth it. Same thing with Memory Maker. Memory Maker for one day is $69.99. I know that's a lot of money, but I loved it. I did Memory Maker 3 times. I love the photos. My family loves the photos. My mom and my dad had already claimed some of the photos they wanted me. They love Memory Maker. So Magic Band and Memory Maker, I totally say you should get that. Definitely for sure a Magic Band. They're so easy and convenient. And I'm going to be wearing this a lot. At Disney Springs is where I got my third and final pair of Minnie ears. I only brought 3 pairs home with me. These are the Iridescent Shimmer Tassel ears. So these are blue and gold, and they're supposed to be like the tassel. So these were another pair for the 50th, but they don't say it. So this is the pair I got. I love them. They're so pretty. Because everybody was getting like the pink ears, and I'm like, I like these better. So I got the blue and gold ones. So I got those. At the Star Wars store, I got, there's 2 Star Wars stores, and one of them is very conveniently located next to the Marvel store. That was bad. I got this hat, which has one of my favorite designs on it for Star Wars. The future of the galaxy is female. I love this hat. And then, at that same store, I got my first ever Wishables. They have a line of Wishables for Smuggler's Run, and here's the one I got. It's the droid you see with Hondo. Like, oh my gosh, that animatronic of Hondo was amazing. Like, here's the droid. My mom thinks he's cute. I want to get more of these Wishables. Like, what's funny is I was on the bus back with the girl, and she actually took my Wishable for me, and she squished it, and she said, it feels like the Millennium Falcon, and I opened it up, and it's the droid. And I don't care because I love droids. They're so cute. So that was one thing I got. Also, my very first visit, I got Lula! So if you guys watch Bad Batch, this is Wrecker's Lula! Oh my gosh, I love her. She's so cute. I love Lula. I love it. I know it looks weird, but I got so excited. She was my cuddle buddy. She was my snuggly. While I was down in Florida, I love this. I love it. This is probably my favorite piece of Bad Batch merch I currently own, and I am so obsessed with Bad Batch. So, Lula was cute. Oh my gosh, this video is going to be so long because I have so much stuff and I haven't even gone through half of it. Oh, also, I got this bag from World of Disney. This is their reusable shopping bag. I got 2 of them in this size because one of them is going to Ava, and I got a smaller one that's going to Riley and Brindley. So, yeah, I went a little crazy. Also, this is for the new Ahsoka Bounty outfit I am debuting. I got a Skywalker Academy Spirit jersey! So there's the front. Here's the back with Skywalker Academy. Like I said, I got so much Star Wars stuff. So I was super excited to see this because I had seen a picture of this online, like when the final season of Clone Wars came out. And I was just planning on getting a shirt that just says Skywalker Academy, hoping there would be a shirt there. I was not planning on there being a Spirit jersey, and I got so lucky because the cast member who checked me out said that they will no longer be making the Skywalker Academy Spirit jerseys, as far as he knew, because they only had 2 left and they weren't getting any more in. So I got one of the last Skywalker Academy Spirit jerseys. I'm so excited, and I'm doing an Ahsoka outfit this Saturday for Star Wars night. Also at the Marvel store, I'm super excited to see Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I did not go see it in theaters while I was down there because it was like almost $12 for a ticket. I'm just going to wait for it to come out on Disney Plus June 22nd. But to be prepared, I did get myself a Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness t-shirt. I love this. It looks like a comic print. I'm so excited. Scarlet Witch! Literally, I just love Scarlet Witch. I also like Doctor Strange, but Scarlet Witch. So I got that. More Star Wars. I swear, I only got 2 shirts that were actually for Walt Disney World. You guys will know, everything I got is Star Wars, pretty much. I got this Star Wars shirt, which I got my very first visit to Disney Springs. By the way, it's too big for me. And I have to wash it because I wore this shirt so much while I was down there. It was kind of insane. I wore this shirt like every week while I was down there. This is the shirt I wore on my very last park visit to Epcot and MGM Studios, and I had to wash it because it got stained by the Disney bag I used. So I have to wash this shirt, but I love it. It was so lightweight. It was so nice. I will say, while I was down there, I never got hot to my last week. Like my first park visit, my first visit to the studios, it was like only 85 degrees that day. So nice. So here's one of the Disney shirts I got, and also this is the shirt I got to match with Ava. I just hope it's not too big for me because I got a large. This is a Cinderella Castle shirt. It says Walt Disney World, the world's most magical celebration, and it has the 50th logo in the back. I got this. Ava has a matching one, so I'm really excited to show her that. Also, while I'm thinking about it, from Disney Springs, I also got this ring on my finger of the castle. So they sell jewelry, and I really wanted to get a piece of jewelry for Disney World. Most of the girls who were doing DCP would go to Pandora and get the Mickey Mouse jewelry. I wanted to do something different and something that was a little bit more cheaper, so I got this ring instead. And it's adjustable, which is great for me. This is the other Disney shirt I got on my last visit to Disney Springs. This shirt was really, really popular while I was down there. It was something they just got in, and I saw people wearing it, and I thought it was something from Etsy. But then we started carrying it in Tomorrowland, and I realized it was actually from Disney. And it's not part of the 50th anniversary collection, but it should be. So this is the shirt I got. And then what makes it so cool is on the back, it has a list of opening dates for some of the attractions, starting with Cinderella Castle on October 1st, 1971, and then ending with Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, December 5th, 2019. So not every ride and attraction is on here, but a lot of them. So that's what makes it really, really cool and why I ended up getting it. So this is my Walt Disney World Tour shirt that I love. It was so cute. I just had to get it. And then now we're moving into the stuff I got from the park. So before I get into this, I'll show you guys the stuff from the park that's not in the bag, which means I have to pause to go grab my drawers. I'm back. So, full disclaimer, I was planning on getting something from every park, and I didn't simply because it was expensive. I don't actually want to know how much I spent. I know my first visit to World of Disney, I ended up, when I got the girls their stuff, I ended up spending over $400 before my discount, okay? That was just one day of shopping. So, first off, let me show you this. This is from Galaxy's Edge. This is the souvenir cup you get from the milk stand if you decide to get the milk in the souvenir cup. I got the blue milk. It was delicious. Also, I think it's kind of funny because I think this is bigger than the actual cup they give you the milk in if you just get the milk. So, love this cup. Blue milk, absolutely delicious. Next time I go, I might try the green milk. And then when I went to Animal Kingdom, because I was so disappointed I didn't get to ride Kali River Rapids, I did go to Drink Walla, and I got myself a frozen Coke in another souvenir cup. So this was the frozen Coke souvenir cup. Very interesting. Very cool. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this. This one I know I can drink out of. This one, I don't know. This might be my pop cup for Sundays. Also in Animal Kingdom, back in Dinoland, USA, they have Carnival Games where you pay $6 a ticket so you can play these games and win some prizes. So I did 4 tickets and I won 2 of the games. So I got a plush little baby Mickey that says Animal Kingdom from one game, and from the other game, I got a Minnie. So these ended up costing me $24. Which I think is a great bargain. $24. I played 4 games. I won 2 of them, and I got plushes that are, for this itself would probably cost $24 in the store. They are so cute, and I told my mom I feel guilty because I'm not giving them to Ava and Riley. They're my plushies. They're staying with me. So now let's move on to what's left in the bag, which is all clothes. I got mainly clothes, but like I said, all of it is Star Wars. So because I worked in Tomorrowland, I knew I wanted to get myself a Tomorrowland shirt. So this is the shirt. It's so weird. I was in Florida and I got like 4 long sleeve shorts. But there's a reason behind. One, I love Spire jerseys. And this one, I actually wanted, they had a different one that was short sleeve that had Space Mountain on it. The problem was it said Tomorrowland Disneyland. So I did not want one that said Disneyland. I wanted one that said Disney World, and they didn't have one that said Disney World. So this is the shirt I got. This is Tomorrowland Dreamer, which I thought is appropriate for me. I will say that ride vehicle at the top is for Astro Orbiter, and I did not like Astro Orbiter. I liked everything else. Well, I didn't go on Space Mountain, but yeah. So this is the shirt I got for Tomorrowland, which I actually do like it. My mom thinks it's pretty cute, and I think it's cute too. So this is my Tomorrowland Dreamer shirt. Also, since I live in Michigan, I can get away with wearing this in the middle of summer. Like, that's why I love Spire jerseys. They're so expensive, but I can wear them in the middle of summer. And then everything else is Star Wars. I just have Star Wars shirts remaining. So the first Star Wars shirt I got was my first visit, and I got off Rise of the Resistance, and of course, it's weird. They actually have a set store in Batuu for the Empire, but because the Resistance is secret, they only have 2 carts where you can get Resistance and stuff. So this was the first shirt I got, and I actually turned it into a tank top because it's a girl's extra large. But the kids always have such cool shirts. So it says resist, and I turned it into a tank top because sad but true, kids' shirts are the only way I can have a tank top that isn't too big for me. So this is why this is now a tank top. But I got this. Here's the fun part. I would go to the park and buy something and half the time forget I had a discount. So yeah, there's that. And then my second vision, I told my mom I'm going to get a shirt from Batu that says for Batu because I have this Spirit jersey, but I wanted a t-shirt. So on my last park day, which I ended at Galaxy's Edge, I did go into Batu and I did go buy myself this Galaxy's Edge t-shirt for Batu, which I almost wore to my job interview for my new job. I just love the fact that it has Arabic in the collar, which is really cool. So this is the Black Spire Outpost t-shirt. It says Black Spire Outpost on the sleeve, and on the back it has this, which I love because it kind of matches the design at the bottom of my Spirit jersey. So this is the shirt I got to go with my Spirit jersey for Black Spire Outpost. And then I was not planning on getting a second t-shirt, but I rode Rise of the Resistance again. I said to myself, I'm going to get a t-shirt that I can wear that's not a kid's shirt. So this is the final item I got. No, this isn't the final item, but this is the final t-shirt I got. I got so much Star Wars stuff. It's clear I have a favorite franchise. I have a favorite fandom, and it's Star Wars. So this is the Resistance shirt I got from the Rise Resistance shop. It says resist on the front, and then on the back, I love this because it also links back to the Halcyon and what they say on the Halcyon. On the back, it says, be the spark, light the fire with an X-Wing, which is so cool because on the Halcyon, if you watch the videos, one of the things they say to rally the resistance is ignite the spark, light the fire. And then you go watch Last Jedi, and Poe says, we are the spark that will light a fire that will burn the First Order down. So that is one reason why I love this shirt, and I cannot wait to wear it. I was actually going to wear this to Star Wars night, but it's supposed to be like 50 degrees. So I'm wearing a Spirit jersey instead with a skirt and no leggings because I'm an idiot. So yeah, this was it. This was the shirt that I got. So yes, so much Star Wars stuff. And one more thing. I was lucky enough that I got a reservation to build a droid on my very first park day. So the first park day I went to Galaxy's Edge, I was able to, like 2 days before, go online, and I managed to get a reservation to build a droid. Now, I could always have gone in and said, hey, can I come in and build a droid? I probably would have been able to that day because you were only able to build a BB droid that day. They didn't have any R2 parts, but I didn't care. So here's the best part. I told my mom after spending all that money at World of Disney that I didn't think I was going to build a droid because the basic droid build is $99.99, and then the bundle is $175.99. And I told my mom, I don't think I'm going to build a droid. It's expensive. And my mom, who's usually very much don't spend your money, both my parents are like that. The entire time I was in Disney and I was talking about all this stuff I wanted to get and how I wasn't going to get it because it was so expensive and I didn't have the money, my parents were like, no, go get it. So part of the reason I have so much stuff is my parents told me to buy it. So my mom literally ordered me to, because one, she knew how much I wanted to build a droid, and two, how much I wanted to be down there. Like, this was my dream. My mom literally told me I was going to build a droid. I wasn't allowed not to build a droid. So, and not only that, she told me to get the bundle, because the bundle comes with the personality chip for your droid in the fancy bag, so she told me to do it. So this is Mitten! So this is my BB-8 droid. This is my her official name is BB-37, which is a reference to the year 1837, which is when Michigan became a state. But I call her Mitten because originally I was going to do an R2 and name the droid R2M10. But unfortunately that didn't work out, so I have BB-37 or Mitten. So this is Mitten's. Mitten isn't on right now. I'm not going to turn her on, but this is Mitten's controls. So she is basically an RC card. Mitten is 3.5 pounds. I built her at 11:20 a.m. and I didn't leave the park till almost 8 o'clock. I carried this droid around for over 6 hours. It gets very heavy. But for the price, you get the big Fancy backpack, Fancy, which actually is really nice if you're building a BB unit because the bag actually comes with this. So this is a chain that, I'm going to behead you for a moment, that you clip into the back of your droid's head so the droid doesn't come out of the backpack. So my droid is, I'm not actually going to take her out because it's a hassle to put her back in, but this is my droid. She's got a purple body, purple this, and then an orange head because they didn't have a purple head that I like. So this is my baby. This is BB 37, and it was so much fun. I was able to take her out later in the day because I built her and then I left for a little bit. And then I came back and I took her over, and across from the Droid Depot, they have this pad that I'm sure you see on YouTube where you see everybody testing out their droids and playing with them. And I went and I did that with some other people who had built droids, mostly kids, and it was so much fun. We all had BB-8 units and we were trying to race them. It was kind of silly, and their heads were falling off, and it was the cast member was finding it hysterical. And while we were doing this, there were stormtroopers perched up on like a balcony on either side of us, and they were watching us. And I was letting little kids come up, and I'm like, "Hey, you want to play with my droid?" And I was letting them play with her because I was right there, and I knew these kids, they probably weren't going to get a chance to build a droid, so I thought I'd share my droid and let them play with her. And it was funny because at one point I was showing her to a young girl, and I was like moving her around, and I was still learning, and she rolled away, like she rolled off the mat, and the next thing I know is I hear a stormtrooper saying, "Unsupervised droids will be seized and have their mind wiped by the First Order." Y'all, you have never seen me move so fast. I grabbed my droid, I grabbed Mitten, and I put her back in the bag. I locked her in, and I was like, vroom! No way in heck was the First Order getting my baby. That's right, you're my baby. My mom loves her because I can make her make sound. And when my dad came over and I had her out for the first time to show my dad, my mom talks to Mitten like Mitten is real. But to be fair, I was also talking to Mitten like she was real. And I was doing it at Hollywood Studios because if you have a droid, as you walk through Galaxy's Edge and the droid is on, the droid will wake up and move. Like, she wasn't making sound on her own, but her head was turning and she was like looking around and like all this other stuff. And so I'm walking through the park and I just hear, and I'm like, Mitten, you're going to get us in trouble. Because it was awesome. It was so much fun. I loved it. I will say, like I said, she did get very, very heavy. And it was kind of hard to stow her on Star Tours or any other ride, but it was so worth it. I love her. I would love to go back down and make a lightsaber, but the lightsabers are a little bit more expensive. I would love to make another droid. I would love to do an R2 unit, because then I could have the two droids and turn them on and they will talk to each other. So they won't be lonely. So yeah, so this was my most expensive souvenir from Walt Disney, and it was totally worth it. I think in the end for me, she ended up being $172 altogether with bag, personality chip, and the droid, because as a cast member, I didn't get a discount on her, and you don't get a discount on the lightsabers. But I have the Disney Chase card, so the Disney Visa. And when the cast member realized that, she revealed to me that if you use your Disney Visa, you get a discount on the bag and the personality chip for the droid. So instead of being $185, this droid only cost me like $172. So she was actually a bargain because it cost me $3 less than her price before tax. So I love her. It's so cute. Oh, and there's a design on the bottom of the different droids you can build. So, yep, that was it. That was my Disney haul, you guys. It is a lot of stuff for me. I did spend a lot of money for myself, and then in fact, I spent so much money that when I came home, I had I earned over $70 in Disney rewards through Chase, that when I added it to my card, it gave me $95 on my rewards card that I was then able to use to purchase new Ahsoka ears. There they are. Okay. I'm not very good. So I have new Ahsoka ears, which you can see on my door. And I got a Mickey bucket hat by Spire jersey. And I got a weighted Mickey plush. And I didn't have to pay for any of that. And I still had enough money left over on that card that I was able to purchase the new Ewok ear headband from her universe through Shop Disney, and I only paid $37 for it. So, yay! So that's how much money I spent. I had almost $100 on my rewards card from Disney. So, yeah, so I spent a lot of money. And like I said, I don't want to know how much I spent between the souvenirs, the food at the parks, the food I got from the grocery store. You know, I spent so much money while I was down there. Definitely, it is an investment to go, not just to go to Disney. Disney isn't just to go to Disney. It's an investment. To work at Disney, to do DCP, is an investment because you have to spend so much money to get down there, because you have to pay like $4.25 in fees, and then if you get a parking decal, it's $85, and then your first week of rent, they also take out a $65 fee, and then your rent comes out of your paycheck along with your taxes, and then you have to pay for food because there is no dining plan at all for DCP or regular CMs. There is no dining plan. So you're paying for food, you're paying for gas if you brought your car down, and gas was like almost $5 a gallon on Disney World property. You're paying for souvenirs. You know, it is a lot of money that you will invest in this if you do it. But if you do it, it can be, like I said, I had fun. I just had some issues I need to work through before I go down again. But it was so much fun. I definitely think the money was worth it. And surprisingly, my parents did not get mad at me. Oh, one more thing I forgot to show you guys. I also got this pop socket that says "I will never get over this" and has a castle on it. So, yeah, Disney was very expensive, but at the same time, I also got a discount. So I also did not spend as much as I might have when I remembered to use the discount. So yeah, so it was expensive, but oh my gosh, this video is almost an hour long. It was just a haul video. So I'm going to wrap this up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below, if anybody watches this, what your favorite item from Walt Disney World was and what you would have gotten if you had gone down there. So I am sending you all lots of love, hugs, and prayers. Stay safe, stay sane, stay healthy, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.